I decided to make this video more of like a talk video for you guys. I haven't really sat down and talked to you guys about why I started YouTube and how come I'm still, putting videos out there even a year later, despite the videos not getting a lot of views or, the subscription count going up very slow. It took me over a year to get 1,000 subscribers, which honestly, I'm actually surprised I even made it to 1,000 subscribers. I know I'm not great at making videos. Most of what I make, I kind of plan on the spot. It's not like I have, a piece of paper in front of me where I can, read off of it or anything like that. Everything I say is genuine. Nothing has been planned out. Literally, nothing has been planned out. It's just kind of like on the spot, mainly. The only scenes in my videos that are planned out are the ones with the cars. Obviously, you see some of the scenes in the beginning of this video of the Corolla leaving, the driveway, or the Celica in the garage. Those ones were planned out, of course. But when I'm sitting here talking to you guys, I literally say everything on the spot. It's nothing that I plan on saying. So the reason why I started YouTube over a year ago is because I love cars. I watch a lot of content creators. I know they don't like being called YouTubers. I don't see an issue with it. It doesn't really bother me, but I watch a lot of content creators, and a lot of those creators are people who work on their own cars, who look like they have succeeded doing YouTube and flourished into having their own business online, like an online store and things like that. But the main reason I started YouTube was because I love cars and I love working on cars, and I really wanted to show my passion to whoever wanted to watch it. I kind of wish I started YouTube before I even started modifying the Corolla. By the time I was done modifying the Corolla, I started YouTube, and I was like, that, it kind of defeated the purpose, because I should have started before I was done modifying the Corolla, but, it's better late than never, I guess. Because I did a lot on this Corolla. I wish I was able to show you guys what I did, but it's already been done, so there's nothing I can do about it. However, the new to me 92 Celica, I'm starting from scratch on that one, so you guys will see over the course of time of that car building up, which is going to be amazing. Plus, I love going back and watching my videos that I have already created and seeing how different the creation process is. So, like, when I first started YouTube, you can tell I was a newcomer. You can tell I didn't have a lot of experience with making videos, or at least editing videos. And then over the course of time, I've learned on what to use to edit the videos, and I got a little bit more comfortable in editing the videos and a little bit more comfortable behind the camera. And I know you think it's easy being behind a camera because no one's watching you, really, unless you're at a car show or something like that and people are seeing you behind the camera, which honestly is kind of awkward to me because they just see me talking to my phone. I don't know, it's weird to me. I have to get more comfortable in doing that, which is why I like it when Nathan's there with me, because it looks like I'm talking to him, so it makes it so much easier to talk to you guys, because I don't feel so awkward behind the camera, even though I'm, like, weird in real life, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a perfect person. I'm definitely weird and, awkward on my own, but, getting away from the point. But, I'm just happy I have the Celica. I'm happy you guys will be able to see me starting off with the Celica, and you'll be able to see the process of building it up. I have so many parts coming for that Celica. A lot of them are already in the mail coming to me. I'm waiting for those to get here. I have newer parts that are going to be replacing older ones that are on the car are, not working, or, have holes in them or whatever. I also have something very special coming for the car's hood. It's kind of something I already did with the Corolla's stock hood, But I decided to do the same thing with the Celica stock hood, except the only difference is what I chose is very different than what I chose for the Corolla. So I can't wait to show you guys what I have planned for that hood. It's going to be very interesting. It's definitely going to be something different. I don't like being the same as everyone else. When I build my cars, I like to be very different. Obviously it needs to make sense. I don't want it to be like all out there and doesn't make any sense. But as you can see from the Corolla in the beginning of this video, it has a wide body, it has a wide stance, it has, lavender purple wrap. And then there's so much more with that. I actually have a video of me walking you guys through what I've done to the Corolla, if you guys want to go check that out. I like to be different. I don't like to be the same on my builds like everyone else. A lot of people who work on their builds normally make it more conservative, more clean, this and that. I like to be a little different. I like to be a little out there, but allow it to make sense. This car, the Corolla that I'm in right now, I've been working on this car for 3 years. It's gone through a lot. I drove it on the tail of the Dragon in Tennessee. So it's like, and it's also driven through the mountains as well. So it's been on a lot of sketchy roads, but I built it to be able to be on sketchy roads without me worrying about turning sharply at a high speed or having to hit the brakes really hard because a sharp turn is coming up. Like, I built it for those reasons. Did I start building this Corolla for those reasons? No. I mainly started building this Corolla just because I wanted the experience on building on a car. I changed out the radiator. My first time ever doing it on this car. That was definitely an experience, especially because I changed it out like twice due to the fact that the one I did get in the mail didn't have the right size hose. So of course I had to put the other radiator back in that came with the car because I needed this car to drive to work. It was a lot. I don't want to go through all that, but but my point exactly is everything I'm doing is because I have the passion to do it. I'm not just doing it for you guys. I'm not just doing it so I can show you guys, a video of me doing it. No. I built this Corolla for 3 years without even showing anyone anything. And I loved every minute of it. I would say my favorite modification I did on the Corolla would have to be putting a new header, mid-pipe, and exhaust in. Took 2 days to do it. We had it up in the air for 2 straight days. Nathan helped me a little bit because some of the bolts that were connected with the header weren't coming off, so I needed his, strength at the time. But that was my favorite part. I love being under the car. I don't know what it is about being underneath the car or being in the engine, taking stuff apart, putting back stuff together. I love it. I don't know, I enjoy it so much, and there's just something about it that's just peaceful to me, and I love building cars. I just love it. Now, being a stay-at-home mom now with, a 1.5-year-old, it's a little bit more difficult to build cars. Unlike when I built the Corolla, I was working, Nathan was working, we didn't have a baby yet, so it was a lot easier to be able to work on the Corolla as much as I needed to. However, now being a, stay-at-home mom with only Nathan working, and, it's a lot harder to constantly build on the car when I need to. I can only do it when I have, time. It's a lot different now, but it's still a lot of fun. I still enjoy it. Now, Elizabeth, she loves to be involved. She loves the Celica. Every time I bring her outside, she runs to it, and she says car every single time. She loves that car. She loves sitting in the front seat, which is hilarious. But yeah, I'm getting away from the point again. I'm sorry. I like to talk a lot. I always, get on talking about different things. I'm sorry. But I have a lot of parts for that car coming, a lot of parts for the Celica. I have a new part coming for the hood. I was deciding if I wanted to get a carbon fiber hood or not, or just keep the stock one. I'm trying to make it a budget build, so I decided to keep the stock hood and just do something special with it, and I already have someone who's going to help me do what I want to do with it. I don't want to tell you guys too much about what I have planned for it, only because I want it to be a surprise. So, I can't wait for all of that, and I can't wait for you guys to see what I have planned. But yeah, that's why I started YouTube, because I have a passion for cars. I have a passion to build on cars, and I just wanted to share it with whoever cared to watch. I can't tell you how many times through this entire year of doing YouTube that I wanted to give up. There were a few times where I was like, it's not worth it anymore. I mean, no one's watching me. I barely have a lot of views, or when I do get views, no one's liking my videos. I don't know, maybe because I'm just too awkward for you guys, or I'm not good enough to like. I don't know. But all these other content creators that I watch, they get so many views, so many likes, so many people commenting on their videos. I wish I was, it gets to the point where you kind of wish you were those people, even though deep down you're like, I'm my own person, so I will grow on my own time, I guess. But it's like, you just wish you were those kind of people, because you just already want to be there. And then you start thinking about, is my content good enough? Why aren't people watching my content? Why aren't they watching it for a long time? Or people are watching it, but why aren't they subscribing to my channel? Like, am I not good enough? And there's a lot of these thoughts that go through your mind when you're in this kind of business, I guess is a good way to say it, because you're technically in competition with all these other content creators, and you're in competition in the way where it's like, you got to make your content, interesting or entertaining or this and that, and it's like, you have to do it because you're in like a contest with these other content creators. And a lot of the ones that I do follow and watch, they've been at it for years, and I'm talking about like 13 years, and I've only been at it for a year, a little over a year now. And it's just like, it takes a long time to get where you want to get with this kind of stuff. And the problem is, it's like, a lot of people will see that they're not getting there, and then they'll just give up. I'm not one of those people. I don't want to give up. I want to keep moving forward. I want to keep showing you guys my passions. I want to keep building on cars and taking you guys along on like road trips and things like that with those cars. So that's where I'm at right now. There's just a lot that goes in with this kind of stuff. And then you got the editing. It doesn't take a few seconds to edit. You have to like go through your content that you recorded, and then you have to like figure out what to cut out, what to leave in, all this other stuff. So there's a lot to it. It's not just, I'm gonna video me doing this and then just post it. No, it's nothing like that. And then you got to think about what thumbnail you want, what picture you want people to see to bring in that crowd. There's a lot to this. And honestly, I really do like the creative side of YouTube. I do like editing the videos. I really do enjoy that. It's getting hot in here. I have the door closed. It's getting way too hot. Just like everyone else who has a passion for building cars, I build my cars in the driveway. I don't go to, special shops. I don't get professionals to do things. Not really. Maybe one day I'll have that garage, but until then, I have a driveway. And honestly, I enjoy working on my driveway. It's a lot of fun. Anyone who walks by or drives by can see you working on your car, and it's awesome, man. It's awesome. But, alright, that's probably going to be it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to Cars and Coffee this weekend. I will be posting videos on Monday, so keep updated for those. And then, like I said, I have a bunch of parts for the Celica that I will also post and show you guys in the future whenever I get those parts. But, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Peace.